Last video we tried trading meme coins with 0.1 Solana and it actually worked out pretty decent. So this video is the how, completely from scratch. I'm gonna show you how to set up your trading terminal, the exact filters I use, you can just copy them straight from my screen, then how to actually read a coin before you touch it, what you're looking at, and more importantly, what you are ignoring, because most of it is just noise. And then the part nobody talks about, which is getting out. Your entry, your exit, your position size, your fees, all of it. If you've got 0.1 Solana and a terminal open, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do with both. The best thing that you guys can do is have a good set of filters. Configuring these filters are really simple. You could either join the Discord from the link in the description and you can just import all of them, just paste them right here and you would be good to go. Or if you just want to go ahead and copy them, just look at the screen, see what I do. On the audit section, the max age should be 20 minutes because if something is sitting in the new pairs for more than 20 minutes, it's probably not gonna run as well. For metrics, we'll just have global fees paid set to 1 because this filters out most of the rugs that you see on the new pairs, and for the ones that are left, you can just decide while you're trading. For socials, we just need to have at least one social selected. For final stretch, we're gonna start over again. Audit is gonna be 167 minutes max. Now you can keep this according to you. If you think the market is not favoring CTOing like 30 or 1 hour old coins, then set this to a lot lower, maybe like 30 minutes. This is the max age. So if a token hits, let's just say 30 minutes, it will disappear from here and it won't be visible. It might still appear on the new pairs tab, but not on the final stretch. But if you think the market is rewarding slow runners, then you can have it set about 160 or fucking 167. Then we go on to metrics, 300k market cap minimum. I don't know why the fuck I know why I have this. Some coins that reach the final stretch, they will be at 23k market cap. You wait an hour and they're at 2k market cap. And now what these KOLs do, they decide to bundle the coin, so getting a lot of supply at the bottom and create a momentum push on the coin. And it just migrates out of nowhere. So this is for keeping an eye out for the coins that looked good but didn't really send at all, so you can just go ahead and buy them. Global fees paid is still 1. You can make it a bit higher, but that's what I roll with. At least 100 transactions minimum is also at least 1 social. Migrated is pretty simple. We're gonna have at least 1 social here, and on the metrics we'll have a $15,000 market cap minimum, and the global fees paid is gonna be 5. There we go. So now you have my filters. How do you read these coins and what amounts do you buy with? Once you're here with, let's just say 0.2, 0.1 Solana, how are you supposed to navigate this market? First thing that I want you to do is not trade for the first 30 minutes. Just do not click a coin. Even if something is running to $100 billion in market cap, do not. First 30 minutes, you guys are gonna analyze the market, like what is the narrative, what is running, and there are reasons for that. One, the pretty obvious one, you get a hold of the market, you know what to expect in a runner, and that is really good. But also, if there is enough volume where they're sending coins to 200k market cap, then there is gonna be enough volume for one more coin to go to 100k in market cap. So the best bet is to wait. And also, what if this coin right here goes to 0 and then everybody forgets about it, and then they launch one more Jonah Hill coin? Since it's a good coin because it ran, you're going to be tempted to buy it, but you don't know, it has already been made. You buy into the coin, you get rugged, you lose your balance. Or if the coin is good, people are going to find the OG and run with that, and you wouldn't have known because you were not on when the coin was made. This didn't go through your eyes at all, and how can you remember it? So please wait for 30 minutes before starting to trade. I'm going to give you a protocol on how to analyze any coin. Simply, the first thing is the vibes. You look at these coins, you know the meta is something stupid like this, maybe the FOMO memes, could be anything, right? So you look at what could run. This animal is catching some volume, we just saw it in new pairs. Now we just look at the chart, what is happening? Okay, not the healthiest chart if I'm being honest, and this is like 40 minutes old. So the first thing we need to do is check if there is an OG, and boom, there we go, we have an OG. So why would this coin run? That would be your first thoughts, but if you look at the charts, it is still going up. But would I be interested in buying this coin even though it is catching volume? I would say No, because this coin, this Vamp essentially is good because they're donating, which is very, very nice. And that's one thing that the other coin did not have. So could this Vamp the coin, which is basically sitting at 750k in market cap? You would think no, and you would be correct. This is not vamping. So this coin, according to a strategy, is not eligible to be bought. Okay, Kimchi is going pretty popular in the normie social media and also the Memecoin social media. So could this coin run? Let's just look. But I would assume this is a TikTok with Kimchi in it. Now, do TikToks hold that much motion? Does Kimchi hold that much motion yet? That is for you to decide. And for me, Kimchi's meme is kind of dying. There is no way they run this to multi 100k market cap. And that is how you look at all of these coins. Once you find something that's eligible for buying, right? Let's just say you find this coin good because it is catching slow momentum. It is getting slowly bundled. If you like this coin, what do you need to check? Number one thing I would say is just scroll down here. Look at the holders. Look at their average entries. So 7k, 9k, like it is pretty bought up, right? Top 10 holders have 25% of this coin, which at this low market cap is very normalized now. So this is not what we're worried about. And one more very legit thing about this is this has 15 Solana paid in fees, which is a really good sign. Although bundlers are looking pretty high, but I personally like to ignore this stat right here because at lower market caps, every single multi-wallet is going to look like a bundle. Though I could be wrong, I haven't done my research on it. I don't know how accurate this thing is, but I don't use it. I just look at the global fees paid and that is all I care about. The second thing is volume. So you have to put realistic expectations when buying a coin. Since the last transaction was 40 seconds ago, it is very unlikely that this is going to be a fast moving chart. It's going to catch slow volume, maybe migrate, maybe volatile for a bit, and then it decides whether to go up, whether to go down, right? That's just how much FOMO it generates and how good the narrative is, right? So this coin we cannot expect to instantly send up or instantly send down, but it is more likely for it to go down than up because the narrative, as we discussed, is not that strong. So if you do decide to buy this coin right here, you should have a set time that you would sell it in. Maybe in 20 minutes if it does not catch any volume and the price is all the way down at, let's just say 6k market cap. It should not matter how much conviction you have, just go ahead and sell the coin right there. That's how you should be cutting losses in these slow moving coins. Now, the reason why we don't have a set stop loss is because in the 20 minutes, this could go to 0, then get CTO'd back up again. That is something we don't know. But in 20 minutes, whether or not if it's in a loss or in a profit, we're going to go ahead and sell this coin. The last thing is the fast moving coins. For example, something like this Pew coin right here. I think this has been done before, so a quick little check. Yep, there are a lot of these coins made. Why would this one be running in particular? Does not matter because now your guard is up and you're not gonna buy a coin that is eventually gonna go down to 0. And if a Vamp like this does go really high, then you can decide later whether or not to buy. Because if it did not run to even 10k then and it ran to 1 million right now, it's surely going to 10 million. So you can wait on these type of coins. The Vamps are not guaranteed to fail, but most of them do. That is how you analyze fast moving coins. Mix up the identification of coins, what to read in them, how to go ahead and trade them, what should be your trading style. Combine all of those together and you get a set formula. For new pairs, you're gonna wait, let's just say 5 minutes for it to pump and then you sell as a stop loss. Or maybe if it dumps 50%, right? On slower runners, I told you, set it to 20 minutes or whatever you have set for a filter right here. So you need to have a set selling strategy in meme coins because I've ran up 0.1 SOL, I've ran 0.07 SOL, and I've even dealt with balances starting with 5 SOL, 3 SOL, right? I do consider myself skilled enough, but the one thing that I go wrong in is holding coins for a lot longer. That is the reason why I cannot make money with meme coins very consistently, because from point 2 I would be at 1.4 SOL and then I see a good runner, I park 1.4 SOL in it overnight and that initial SOL has turned into 0.5, something like that, right? So that is the thing that I need to kill, which is too long of a conviction. You should be aiming to not just trench the coin, so buying at 2k, selling at 10k, but also be interested in final stretch coins. Anything above that, it's not gonna last you an overnight hold session most likely, unless it's really good, but that is very rare. The next thing that we're going to be doing is simply keeping the buy settings and the sell settings. I would just do this: 20% slippage, very little priority, very little bribe. Sell settings, the exact same, slippage a bit higher because you do want to get out of coins when you want to. Just as simple as that. And how much do you buy with is also very simple. If I have 0.225, I would buy with 0.05 or 0.03 Solana. That would be my limits, no more than that and no less than that either. You have to play a bit risky. Anyways, man, that is gonna be it for the video. Anything you would like to know, just drop a comment and I'll answer it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.